there is an urgency with which we must preach the gospel. And the urgency is that people are going to hell, people are dying. God has commanded us to preach the gospel, and as physically possible as we can, as spiritually enabled as we can, we must do all we can to preach the gospel to everyone we have the opportunity of preaching to. Because the words that we say to men, the gospel that we take to men is a seed that is sown in the heart of men, and it must germinate into the tree that produces life. I pray, and His Spirit will brood upon our hearts and put in us that sense of urgency to walk each day of our lives remembering Christ and making Him known to others in Jesus' name. So I end with this. There was a story told of a young man. That man had lived his life. He lived his life in the world. And as he was about dying, he found Christ and he became a Christian. And on his dying bed, as he was dying, because shortly after he became a Christian, he was sick unto death. And on his dying bed, he said something. And this is what he said. He said that, "I am not afraid to die. Jesus saves me now. But must I go empty-handed?" So he had lived his life in the world. He had given himself to the devil for a large part of his life. And in becoming a Christian on his dying bed, his regret was the fact that he was going to be with Christ. Christ had saved him. But in going to be with Christ, he was not taking anybody along. There was nobody going with him who was the fruit of his work of preaching the gospel. So he lamented on his bed and he was like, "Jesus saves me now. It is true. I have been saved.